Hi there, everybody, and welcome along to the Big Quiz Night In. We're back again with another episode in the new phase 4 of the Big Quiz Night In show. Hope you're all doing well. Looks like we've got a good turnout again, so let's have a look in the comments once more and see who we've got joining us this evening. We have got Pete saying hello, quizzers. We've got Millie there saying good evening. So we've got Millie and Mike, we've got the Britzillions there. Pinky and the Brain are back. Hi to Gabby, Pinky and the Brain. Welcome back, both of you. We have got Sue and the Donuts, of course. Jodie's there saying hi to everybody. And Geraldine as well. Welcome along. If you are watching and you haven't said hi yet, feel free to do so in the comments. Always nice to see who is actually watching and not just some numbers on the screen. I like to know who it is. So do say hello. No pressure, but it'll be nice to know. With that said, we've got another great show line for you today. In the moment, we'll be doing the kids question. One thing to tell you very quickly, though, some brief exciting news. I've hinted at it, I think, last week and in the build-up to the return of the show. But if I just hide myself for a moment, the merch store, which is linked in the description of every video, the merch store now has the Big Quiz Night In's brand new logo. You can now go there and get just about anything with my new logo on it. And I've already had great feedback on the new logo, the new design. So if you would like that logo on t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, badges, bags, anything and everything, it's all on that website, and you'll be helping the show out a lot if indeed you fancy to do that. So let me know, and I will also post when there are deals now the shop is back open, because sometimes they do discounts. So also in the chat we have Catherine and Tony saying hello. That's the Not So Golden Oldies. Vernier saying hello as well. Juice says, oh, just me today. Ant is unwell with a cold. Oh no. The dreaded man flu. I know how that feels, don't you worry. Rest well. Mike's here in the chat as well, saying good evening, everybody. Really appreciate a great turnout again. With that said, we've got 3 quiz rounds plus the 2 game show rounds. We've brought back Tenable this week, so we're doing a Family Fortunes round and a Tenable round. More on that when we get there. But first, let's go to the kids' question to kick off your evening.
Hello.
Oh, yes, we have Ruben back. Let me just shift over a bit more for you, buddy. There you go.
I also have my office chair here.
You have your own chair here again. I kind of wish I had a bigger studio space for us to record in, but unfortunately not. But hey, they can see you. It's all good. So I'll bring up the question then, and if you're not aware, the way this works, there'll be one question on screen, and you need to guess in the comments whether you think it's A, B, C, or D. If you get the correct answer, you can have 2 extra points, which you can add on to your tally for any of the upcoming 3 quiz rounds.
I have a question.
You have a question now?
Could you have 1 point onto one bit and then 1 point to another?
Oh. That's a very big question indeed. That's going to take some thinking. I'm going to say no.
For now.
For now, I'm going to say no.
I'm going to have to think about it.
I'm going to have to think about it. I think it's...
I don't know.
What do you guys think? Maybe. Tonight, no. Tonight, no. But I will think about that and see what people say in the comments. Let's see what their question is tonight. Ruben's going to read it off for you.
Which car manufacturer's logo is this? Is it A, the DeLorean, B, the Datsun, C, the Daewoo, or D, Mazda?
Very good. Okay, so what logo is that? A, B, C, or D? Let us know in the comments. We'll give shout outs to those who get it correct, and you get yourself 2 bonus points. Jew's laughing at the fact I call it man flu. It's a real thing. Scientific studies have shown that men suffer worse from colds because we're wet blankets. It's true. We really do, though. That's why they say man flu. It's a real thing. We do suffer more from these things. It's a very minor thing in the grand scheme of things, though, believe me. I'm not trying to brag. It's nothing compared to other things that you could suffer from. So let's see what some of the others. Oh, we've got Catherine saying good evening to you there. Vernia saying hello, and you as well. Millie and who else have we got here? Excellent. We've got some more guesses coming in then. Who's this? Look.
That is Ben's mum.
Ben's mum. Is it Ben's mum and Ben watching again? I wonder.
Yeah.
Welcome to you both. So Gabby's gone with C. Let's see. Sue has gone with C. Tony's gone with C. Jodie's gone with B. Vernia says C. Juice has no idea. We'll leave it to Peter. And Geraldine's gone with C. So let's reveal what the answer is, shall we? It is.
C. Good job to everyone who got that right.
It's C.
So the way we come up with this question is in the morning on the walk to school. I was like to Dad, we've done a question about so many things, but we've never done a question about cars.
We hadn't done a
and
question.
Dad
about
was like, "Oh, you're right with that one."
Yep.
So I was like, we could do a car brand question. And I was pointing out tons of different cars and saying, "Oh, is that one like a rare one?" And he was like, "Well, I'm gonna do one that isn't really seen here."
Yeah, because obviously when we were walking to school, it was like, oh, that's an Audi, that's a Peugeot, that's a Citroen, Ford. They're all the big ones everybody immediately recognises. So I thought we'll do that question and we'll see how many people get it right. And it was C. It's Daewoo. So a bit more of an obscure one. So there we go. Look. Yes. Liz and Ben, they're happy to have got the points, I believe. So let's say well done to the people that did get points. So we've got
Gabriella,
Gabby, yeah,
Sue, Tony,
and then we skip down to Vernia,
and then Geraldine and Ben/Elizabeth,
and Millie as well.
Yeah.
Very good. Loads of you got the points there. Don't worry if you didn't. There's loads more up for grabs as we go through the quiz, of course.
It gets kind of confusing.
Pete says he's useless as cars.
Mum says that Ben's mum is Lizzie, but...
Well, her full name would be Elizabeth then, because Lizzie's short for that. Like you're Rue, but your full name's Reuben, yeah?
Yeah.
That's how it works. And my real name isn't Chris. It's Christopher.
Christopher.
Yes, that's what people do
Christopher
sometimes.
Robbins.
Right, that's enough of that. Say goodbye, Reuben. Bye-bye.
Bye. See you next time.
There we go. Brilliant. Thank you for that, everybody. Once again, bonus points there. And yes, Vernia says it's a great idea, Rue, that you did there with the cars.
Thanks.
Yes, good work. Okay, and he's off. So, there you go. The rounds are along the bottom of the screen. We have TV and films, the letter B. Last week we did the letter A. I don't think, before you're thinking, I'm going to go this way, I don't think I've got enough to go all the way to Z pre-prepared. Maybe in the future, but we're doing letter B today anyway. And then there's one called United. If you're a Man United fan, it is not an entire round all about Manchester United. It's just that is the key word that every answer will be related to. So it could be anything connected to that word. I do not think I will be doing an entire round on that particular football club. Sorry, especially not on this show. Anyway, it's going to be a fun quiz. I hope you enjoy it. TV and films, then no more guesses in the comments, but you can continue to talk in there, of course. And you get 1 point for each correct answer. We will do the answers at the end of the round. You also have a countdown conundrum to work out, which is that. And there will be 3 again, as always. You get a countdown conundrum per quiz round. I'll reveal the answer to that at the end as well. We'll do all the scores and everything like that at the end of the round. So let's see how you get on. Spencer's tagging Cheryl and says, I will catch up later. Nice. Okay, you're more than welcome to. They are posted once I've finished recording. And yes, good night to Ruben. Okay, here we go. TV and films then. Question number 1. Who was the star of the 2004 movie National Treasure? Question 1. Who was the star of the 2004 movie National Treasure? And its sequel. But the main question here, who was the star of the 2004 movie National Treasure? Question 2. What was the chosen mode of transport for the former TV cooks, the two fat ladies? What was the chosen mode of transport for the two fat ladies on TV? Oh, please don't put the guesses in the comments. You can chat as much as you like, but we won't be putting guesses in the comments. Just going to hide that one. I mean, it won't hide on the screen now, unfortunately. It's always one. It's okay. Ah, no, no, no. This is a problem with doing two different chat apps. I'm going to hide it on one side and it won't hide on my screen here for you to see. Question, I'm sure most of you got it anyway. Question 3. Who was the original host of Channel 4's Countdown? Who was the original host of Channel 4's Countdown? Yes, so we don't put any more guesses in the comments until later on in the evening because we want people to be able to guess and write down their answers, their side, and then we mark them all at the end. But it's okay. Question 4 now. Question 4. In which classic movie would you first meet Dorothy Gale? In which classic movie would you first meet Dorothy Gale? Question 5. Question number 5. Tony Hart starred with which plasticine man on TV? Tony Hart starred with which plasticine man on TV? I think there may have been two in the end, but certainly the original one that he starred with on TV. Why are we still seeing guesses in the comments? Maurizio, please. Please do not put guesses in the comments. Write them down and see how many you've got correct at the end of the round. Question 6 now. Question 6. Which actor plays Joe Black on film? Which actor played Joe Black on film? Hey, question number, where are we? Question number 7 now. Question 7. Elaine Perkins, played by Joanna Lumley, was whose girlfriend in Coronation Street? Elaine Perkins, played by Joanna Lumley, was whose girlfriend in Coronation Street? Long-standing character. Question 8. Now, question 8 for 1 point each. Name Martin Sheen's two actor sons. Name Martin Sheen's two actor sons. Probably shift over a bit now, be more central. There we go. All right, question number 9 now. Question 9. What was the name of the first sequel to Walt Disney's Aladdin? What was the name of the first sequel to Walt Disney's Aladdin? Question number 10. Question 10. In which movie did Denzel Washington play boxer Rubin Carter? In which movie did Denzel Washington play boxer Rubin Carter? Okay, question 11 now. Apart from playing Darth Vader in Star Wars, David Prowse is more famous in the UK for playing which role? Apart from playing Darth Vader in Star Wars, David Prowse is more famous in the UK for playing which role? Question 12 now. Question number 12. Which two women played the original Skyrunners aboard the helicopter in BBC TV's Treasure Hunt? Which two women played the original Skyrunners aboard the helicopter in BBC TV's Treasure Hunt? One point for each there. Question number 13 now, another older TV question. Which actor links Bonanza and Highway to Heaven? Which actor links Bonanza and Highway to Heaven? And bringing us a little bit more up to date now. Meryl Streep, for question 14, stars alongside which three 40 something actors in Mamma Mia, the movie? Meryl Streep stars alongside which three 40 something actors in Mamma Mia, the movie? So 3 points available there. For each one you guess correct, you get 1 point. Okay, and your final question, question number 15. In which three movies does Michael Douglas first play stockbroker Gordon Gekko, unemployed engineer William Foster, and San Francisco cop Nick Curran? 1 point for each. In which three movies does Michael Douglas first play stockbroker Gordon Gekko, unemployed engineer William Foster, and San Francisco cop Nick Curran? 1 point for each again. So let me know now if you want any questions repeated. Probably went through those quite quickly thinking about it, but let me know if you want me to repeat any of those questions. Also, of course, have a guess not in the comments. Have a guess at what you think the countdown conundrum is for another 2 extra points. I'm going to reveal the answers for that at the end of the answers for the quiz round itself. So you will hear more in just a moment. Just to stall for time while you're having your thinking there about these questions, we just rushed through there. Along with the link to the merch store, also on that link you'll find in the description all the places across social media you could follow me if you like your quiz content away from the Facebook Live quiz. So there's plenty of different quiz options for you to keep you occupied. So do check that link out, including Blue Sky, which I need to add to it actually. Say including. Blue Sky is the new one I posted about. It's basically a bit like Twitter used to be before Elon Musk took over. So it's pretty good. It's a bit quiet, but it's pretty good. It's slowly building. So we'll see. Right. I haven't seen any requests for repeats coming in, so I'm just going to go straight into the answers, and then you can let me know in the comments how many points you got overall, including the 2 bonus points for the kids question if you want to use it on this round, and the 2 bonus points for the countdown conundrum. So question 1. As some of these you saw in the comments already, it was Nicolas Cage for question 1, the star of the National Treasure movies. Question 2, what was the chosen mode of transportation for the 2 fat ladies on TV? They rode in a motorcycle with a sidecar. So motorcycle is fine for the point. Question 3, who was the original host of Channel 4's Countdown? He was also the first person ever seen on Channel 4, Richard Whiteley. Question 4, in which classic movie would you first meet Dorothy Gale? That is The Wizard of Oz. Question 5, Tony Hart starred with which plasticine man on TV? That was Morph. Question 6, which actor plays Joe Black on film in the movie Meet Joe Black? It is Brad Pitt. Question 7, Elaine Perkins, played by Joanna Lumley, was whose girlfriend in Coronation Street, it was Ken Barlow. Question 8. Name Martin Sheen's 2 actor sons, 1 point for each. It's Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez. Question 9. What was the name of the first sequel to Walt Disney's Aladdin? It was called Return of Jafar. Or The Return of Jafar. Question 10. In which movie did Denzel Washington play boxer Rubin Carter? That was in The Hurricane. Question 11. Apart from playing Darth Vader in Star Wars, David Prowse is more famous in the UK for playing which role? That is the Green Cross Code Man. David Prowse being the actor in the Darth Vader suit in the original trilogy, not doing the voice, because he had a West Country accent and it just didn't work. Hence why James Earl Jones was the one chosen. Although it was originally going to be Vincent Price, I heard recently. That would have been interesting. Question 12. Which 2 women played the original Skyrunners aboard the helicopter in BBC TV's Treasure Hunt? It was Annika Rice and Annabelle Croft. Question 13. The actor that links Bonanza and Highway to Heaven is Michael Landon. Question 14. The actors who starred opposite Meryl Streep in the movie Mamma Mia, we were looking for Pierce Brosnan, Colin Firth and Stellan Skarsgård. Question 15. In which 3 movies does Michael Douglas first play stockbroker Gordon Gekko, unemployed engineer William Foster, and San Francisco cop Nick Curran? Is Wall Street, Falling Down and Basic Instinct. The answer for the countdown conundrum for 2 extra points is Whitening. Whitening for 2 bonus points. So let me know in the comments now, how many points did you get in total for this round? No pressure. We celebrate with those who do well. We commiserate with those who don't. It is just for fun, and it's good to see the comments coming in. I know you're enjoying yourselves, having a go at the quiz, not putting guesses in the comments. It's okay. I know it's confusing. Sometimes I say you should, and sometimes I say you shouldn't. You get used to it. The regulars will tell you. I just want to make it as accessible to everyone and as interesting as possible, and also as close to a real pub quiz where this comes from as possible. So we've got some scores coming in. Millie says 6 for us. Good effort. There's a lot of older TV and films in this one, in fairness. There's not much newer stuff, so I understand if some of you struggle with this one. Donuts, 6 for Jodie plus 2. Very good. Okay. Donuts scored 16. Got the conundrum. Well done. 13 plus 1 for Britzillions. Pinky in the Brain, 15 plus 2 for the conundrum. Very good. Maurizio says 8 for Monica and I. Very good score. Well done. Good effort. 9 plus 2. Thank you, Ruben. So 11 in total. Yes, that's it. Use those points while you got them. Geraldine says 16 plus 2 plus 2. Very good going again. Okay. Any more for any more? Let me know. We are going to move on to round 2. But of course the comments can continue, and I'll still give you shout outs if there's anybody else watching. And of course, while we're on that subject, if anybody's watching a repeat of this, please do still comment your scores, because even though it's not live, I always like to see those comments coming in, and I interact with them when I can. All right, on to round 2. Oh, Jan's here. He missed the first round, needed to give a bath to his son. That's okay, mate. But happy to make it for the evening. Good luck, everyone. Yes, we're off to a good start, TV and film. Oh dear, he's not put the box around there properly, has he? That was silly. There we go. Got to do my little tidy up. Right. With that said, round number 2 is the letter B, which means all the answers, the key word for all the answers we're looking for begins with a B. The keyword or words begin with a B. All right? So it's a general knowledge round. Any subject goes, but that is the connection. 3 points we think for Liz and Ben. Okay, well, good luck with this one. Now I know you might be watching a bit more often. I might try and incorporate some younger trivia for at least the start of the evening. But yes, thank you for watching. Here we go with question number 1 in the letter B round. To be or not to be? Yes, exactly. That is the question. Question 1. Which movie stars Mel Gibson as William Wallace? Which movie stars Mel Gibson as William Wallace? Question number 2. A person who loves books is called a what? A person who loves books is called a what? Question number 3. Oh, yeah, the conundrum. Where is it? It's right there. Sorry. Thanks for the reminder, Sue. It was ready, I promise. There is your conundrum. Okay, question 3. Who assassinated Abraham Lincoln? Question 3. Who assassinated Abraham Lincoln? Oh, Jan's talking about the Something Rotten musical over the weekend. You watched it. Okay. I have not seen it. Should add it to our list of things to watch when the current things have run out. It's always something interesting to watch these days, I find. But I always appreciate a recommendation. We just watched Sweet Pea, 6-part drama series on Sky. Sky Atlantic, was it? If you watch it on demand, Sweet Pea, look it up. It's brilliant. Brilliant show. Anyway, moving on. Question 4. What BB, double B, is a famous pop group that featured the Wilson brothers? What BB is a famous pop group featuring the Wilson brothers? Yeah, if you like your crime drama sort of shows, definitely check that out. Right, question number 5 now. Question 5. What name is given to the study of the paths taken by projectiles such as bullets? What name is given to the study of the paths taken by projectiles such as bullets? Question 6 now. Question 6. Which country's flag is a red circle on a green background? Which country's flag is a red circle on a green background? Question number 7 now. Question 7. Which 18th century German soldier was famous for his exaggerated accounts of his adventures? Which 18th century German soldier was famous for his exaggerated accounts of his adventures? Question 8 now in our the letter B round. What is the capital of Hungary? What is the capital of Hungary? Question number 9. Which BB, again double B, could once be heard shouting, "Order, order"? Which double B could once be heard shouting, "Order, order"? Question number 10, now another double B for this one. Which double B married Ringo Starr? Which double B married Ringo Starr? Question 11 now. Question 11. By what superhero name is Eric Twinge also known? By what superhero name is Eric Twinge also known? That's the character. Name the superhero name. That character is also known. Jan says, I always confuse the capital of Hungary with the capital of other Europe, with a capital of an other European capital. But did you know that in Austria there is a special dedicated place on the Vienna airport for all the passengers who wanted to get to Australia? That's very funny. Oh, I need to look that up. Of course there is. Of course there is. I'd like to see the statistics behind which countries they come from, thinking they're flying to Australia. That would be very funny to see. In fact, that would make a really good family fortune style question or tenable question. Like, what are the top 10 countries that where people do that mistakenly and end up in Austria? I'm definitely going to look into that. That's so funny. Okay, the next question is question 12. Which Coronation Street supermarket employed Reg Holdsworth and Vera Duckworth? It's 2 rounds with 2 Corrie questions in. I assure you that's purely random. I don't think I've ever done that before. I just delve into the archives, find whatever I think will be good for tonight, based on the subjects, check the kind of questions we've got, and I don't really think to check crossovers all the time. There we go. Completely coincidental. Which Coronation Street supermarket employed Reg Holdsworth and Vera Duckworth? Okay, question 13. Which football club are the oldest in the UK to begin with the letter B? Which football club are the oldest in the UK to begin with the letter B? Question number 14 now. Question 14. Which rock band claimed You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet? Which rock band claimed You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet? That's a great song. And some troll wrote on the roof of one building close to Brisbane Airport, welcome to Perth. Check the map to see the distance between these two cities. I know, it's enormous. I've heard that before. Yes. Yeah, I can't remember where I heard it, but I did know that. Yeah. Okay, your final question in this round, question 15. Which 3 English counties begin with the letter B? 1 point for each, of course. Which 3 English counties begin with the letter B? That wraps up that round, and so let me know if you have any questions that you want me to repeat. Gladly do that for you. And then we will see how well you've done in these rounds. Also, Countdown Conundrum, 2 extra points there. And then we move on to our United round. Which, similar to this round, instead of everything beginning with a B, everything will be connected to the word united. Okay, Geraldine's asked for number 11. Question 11. By what name is Eric Twinge also known? By what superhero name? I gave you an extra clue there. By what superhero name is Eric Twinge also known? Number 6. Yeah, and Jan wants 8 and 9 because he focused on his storytelling to entertain the audience. That's fine. Right, 6, 8, and 9. Question 6 was: which country's flag is a red circle on a green background? Question number 8 was the one that you started commenting around. What is the capital of Hungary? And question 9 was: which BB could once be heard shouting, "Order, order"? 12 and 14, okay, for Pinky and the Brain. Question 12: which Coronation Street supermarket employed Reg Holdsworth and Vera Duckworth? And question 14: which rock band claimed "You ain't seen nothing yet"? Okay, running out of time then on this round. I'm going to start going through the answers in just a moment. No more repeat requests have come in. So let's go through it then, shall we? So 1 point for each, and I'll reveal the answer to the countdown conundrum at the end. Question 1: which movie stars Mel Gibson as William Wallace? It is Braveheart. Question 2: a person who loves books is called what? It is a bibliophile. Question 3: who assassinated Abraham Lincoln? That was John Wilkes Booth. Question 4: which BB is a famous pop group that featured the Wilson brothers? They are the Beach Boys. Question 5: what name is given to the study of the paths taken by projectiles, e.g. bullets? It is ballistics. Question 6: which country's flag is a red circle and a green background? That is Bangladesh. Question 7: which 18th century German soldier was infamous for his exaggerated accounts of his adventures? That is Baron Munchausen. Question 8: what is the capital of Hungary? That's Budapest. Question 9: which BB could once be heard shouting "Order, order"? That is Betty Boothroyd, who was Speaker of the House for the in the House of Commons. Question 10: which BB married Ringo Starr? That was Barbara Bach, Bach, Barbara Bach. Question 11: by what name is Eric Twinge also known? One of my favourites growing up. It is Banana Man. Very silly cartoon in the same vein as Danger Mouse, and around about the same time as Danger Mouse, which is probably more famous. And Count Duckula. That's another great one from my childhood. Yeah, those kind of ones. Okay, question 12. Which Coronation Street supermarket employed those two characters? It was Better Buys. Question 13. The oldest football club in the UK to begin with the letter B are Bolton Wanderers from 1874. If you put Birmingham or Blackburn, you were very close because both of those clubs became clubs the year after. So Bolton in 1874, and then Birmingham, and then Blackburn in 1875. Question 14. Which rock band claimed "You ain't seen nothing yet"? It's Bachman Turner Overdrive. And question 15. Which three English counties begin with the letter B? That is 1 point for each: Bedfordshire, Berkshire, and Buckinghamshire. Advice of the day: don't Google the Banana Man song by Little Big. No. Just Google the cartoon Banana Man. This is much better. I've got the theme song in my head now. I still remember it after all these years. Wow. Okay. So the answer for the countdown conundrum for your final 2 points for this round are, or is, curtailed. Bit trickier that one, I think, than the first one. Curtailed. Right, tally them up then. Let me know how many points you've got for this round. Let's see how well you did. Then we go to the next round. Let's see how many points you guys have got. By the way, thanks again for everybody for watching tonight. I've got another great turnout this evening. This week and last week, almost double what the regular turnout was in terms of devices and teams watching than the last few shows were of Phase 3. So very much appreciate that. It's really cool to see so many of you watching along and having fun. Long may it last, because I very much enjoy bringing these shows to you. Here's the team scores. 7 for Jodie, 12 for the Not So Golden Oldies, 7 points for Jan this round. Have no idea what curtailed means. That's fair enough. English is not your first language, and to be honest, I can't even think of what the definition is right now either. But hey, Google is your friend when you're not using it to help you answer the question in a quiz. Right, 4 for Lizzie and Ben, unfortunately. It's okay, it's alright, don't worry. It's all a bit of fun. Appreciate the engagement. Geraldine says 11 points. Okay, Donuts have got 12 plus the kids' question, but they did not get the conundrum this time. Ooh. Vernia says 17 for Brazilians. Andy's in the comments now. 11 plus 2 tonight. Not inspired by my beef, broccoli, and baked beans dinner. Beginning with B. Very good. How did the football go tonight, Andy? I did TV and films first because I knew you wouldn't be too fussed about that one. And I knew you were watching the football. So, yes, how did it go? Let me know. Gabby says, Pinky in the Brain have 10, no conundrum either. It was a tricky one tonight, wasn't it, for round 2? And Millie says 9 points for her and Mike. Very good. All right. Great stuff, guys. Thank you for that. Well done, those who achieved double figures for that one in particular, because that was pretty tough. Pretty tough. I think I'd like to say this next round... Oh, here we go. This is going to be controversial now. United we stand the next round. I think there might be some easier ones in this one. I hope we get higher scores. Gabby says none of the answers were Beyonce, though, so you'll be in trouble, Chris. Well, how do I put this diplomatically and politely? It was in the round, and I removed it on account of certain things going on legally in the US right now, which might mean that you never hear me mention that name or other names affiliated with that person ever again. Allegedly, they might be involved. Allegedly, probably, maybe, I don't know for sure. Allegedly. Yeah, so I'm kind of distancing myself from all of that right now. I don't want any content to be mentioning any names that could be related to that massive lawsuit and case that's going on right now. So, yeah. It's kind of just awful stuff. So that's why. I know it sucks because there's a lot of good music out there and for these people, sure, but yeah, a bit awkward. They're going to stay well away from that. Sorry. Next round. Okay, United. United we stand, technically the name of the round is. Not to be confused just with a certain club or other clubs. They might pop up in this round, maybe. Every question or answer connects to the word United in some way. That's the theme, but again, it is general knowledge, so lots of different subjects are covered. Another countdown conundrum. I haven't forgotten, Sue. Here we go. Right there. I think this is even harder, to be honest. It's just the luck of the draw. It's not. I just randomise it. That one, that one, that one, in order. That's it. I try not to put any bias into it. I just take them as they are generated. Okay, so there you go. 2 points for that. This is the last round you can use the kids' bonus points for. If you got those 2 points, you haven't done it yet, this is the last chance. Question number 1. Which 2 colours are on the United Nations flag? Which 2 colours are on the United Nations flag? Question 2. Which clothing brand advertised its United colours? Which clothing brand advertised its United colours? Question 3 now for 4 points. Which... Oh, hold on. Might not be 4, actually. No, it might be 3. I'm just going to quickly double check this. Which Uniteds are currently in the Barclays Premier League? I'm just going to make sure I've got the right list here because I just suddenly thought it might not be exactly that. There's at least 3. Which Uniteds are currently in the Barclays Premier League? It is just 3. Yes, it's just 3. Yeah, okay, I was right. Oh, I just had a little panic attack there. Oh, no. Okay, so yes, which 3 Uniteds are currently in the Barclays Premier League? You'll get 1 point for each there as well. Question 4 now. Question 4. What was the name of the 2006 Paul Greengrass movie which recalled a failed September 11th Al Qaeda attempt to crash a hijacked plane into Washington, D.C.? What was the name of the movie, the 2006 Paul Greengrass movie, which recalled a failed September 11th Al Qaeda attempt to crash a hijacked plane into Washington, D.C.? Question number 5 now. Question number 5. What does UPS stand for in the world of logistics? What does UPS stand for in the world of logistics? If you don't get at least 1 point for this question, you have not been paying attention. It's 1 point for each correct word. I'm sure you can work out what one of them is, at least. What does UPS stand for in the world of logistics? Question number 6 now. Question 6. How many points does the word United score in the game of Scrabble? How many points does the word United score in a game of Scrabble? For the avoidance of doubt, just in case it's different in other regions, I am talking about the British version of the game. So, just to be absolutely clear, I don't know how different it is overseas in other English-speaking countries. Should be the same in theory, but just in case, this is what it's based off of. Okay, question number 7 now. Question 7. Which home nation is not represented on the United Kingdom's Union flag? Or Union Jack? Can be called either. It used to be Union Jack only when it was flown at sea on ships. But actually, it's now more, and has been for a long time now, commonly accepted to be called the Union Jack or the Union flag. Anywhere, it doesn't matter. Before anybody questions me. Sometimes I do my research on these things. Which home nation, though, is not represented on that flag? Jan says it's funny what Polish word ups translates to whoops in English. Poor name for parcel delivery company. Whoops. Oh, UPS translates to. So I didn't see the capitalization on this screen. It's funny what Polish word UPS translates to whoops in English. Yeah. It's not the best research, is it really? If it means something slightly different or slightly rude or silly in another language. I'm sure there's a few examples of that actually. Question 8. Which are the 2 most populated cities in the UAE, the United Arab Emirates? Which are the 2 most populated cities in the United Arab Emirates? Again, 1 point for each of those. Question number 9 now. Question 9. Which act took Reunited into the UK singles chart? Which act took Reunited into the UK singles chart? Do you have in the UK the light bulbs from Norwegian company Osram? No, I've never heard of that one, mate. We might do. Why? Go on. Dare I ask? It's a family show. Just remember that. Question 10. The book called The Damned United is based around the rivalry between which two football managers? The book called The Damned United is based around the rivalry between which two football managers? 1 point for each again. Question 11. Which act teamed up with the United Colours of Sound for their 2003 hit single called Swing Low, Sweet Chariot? Which act teamed up with the United Colours of Sound for their 2003 hit single called Swing Low, Sweet Chariot? Reunited, my finest moment on the music round. Really? I'm sure I've heard the song before, but I look at the answer now and I'm like, what? Never heard of it. Don't think. I'm sure I'm just forgetting it. I'm sure if I listen to the song, I'll definitely have heard it, but I'd never have remembered it. Very well done if you get that, by the way. Everybody that does. Question 12 now. Sorry, question 12. Which of the United States of America begin with the letter C? And there are three of them, so 1 point for each. Which of the United States of America begin with the letter C? Three of them to figure out. 1 point for each. The United States of America that begin with the letter C. Right, let's go to the next question now. Question 13. Which is the only United in the Sky Bet, or what was Sky Bet? Which is the only United in the Championship League in the UK? Again, I'm going to have to double check that now. Football clubs called United currently playing in the Championship. There might be two. There's two. Oh no, there's three. There's three. I'm always forgetting this. No, hold on. That's not. No. Three teams. Three teams with the name United. Update my notes. Sometimes I forget how well a certain other team are doing, you know. When you support a Premier League club, you're guilty of only really focusing on the top. I certainly am. But there are three. All right, so three clubs in the Championship. 1 point for each. Question 14 now. Which three former footballers were immortalised in the United Trinity statue at Old Trafford? Which three former footballers have been immortalised in the United Trinity statue at Old Trafford? I'm actually going up to Manchester soon, and we were looking at hotels and places to stay, and I was wondering why it was more expensive on one night than another night for the same room in the same hotel. And I called them up to check that that wasn't some kind of mistake, and they were like, "Oh no, it's because Man City are playing at home." What? Supply and demand. We'll charge you more because there's something going on there at that on that day. Oh great! Oh, we'll just stay somewhere else. Thanks. It was literally like double the price. The room was double the price. Mental. You can tell I don't go out much. Right, okay. Your final question this round. Question 15. Which three stars of Hollywood's silent movie years founded the film company called United Artists? Which three stars of Hollywood's silent movie years founded the film company called United Artists? 1 point for each again, so there's loads of multiple point questions in this round. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Over half of them are worth more than 1 point. So totally fine if you. Ostrom in Polish means I will what on something? Sorry, I'm just catching up with a comment there, Jan. It, either you or it has automatically blocked out the word. You might have to message me separately about that. I think I've got a filter on. I think. I forget how it works on this now. Okay, so let me know if you want anything repeated, guys, and then we can move on to our game shows round. I can tell you while we're doing all that. Okay, all right. I think you might have spelt it wrong anyway, looking at the asterisks. That's fine. But that's an awful, awful translation if that's true. My goodness. Okay, so, yes, the family fortunes question. I keep moving out of shot. This is the problem with not having the full picture. The family fortunes question you've got coming up today is taken from the very first episode of Family Fortunes from the 80s that Bob Monkhouse hosted. The very first episode. Yeah. I don't think the answers have really changed too much if you asked it today, to be honest. It's not that particularly difficult a question. I just thought, I wonder. And I went back and watched some of the old episodes and found that one. I was like, let's do that. Why not? Yes, no repeats have come in, so I'm going to go through the answers in just a moment. A couple more comments, though, by the looks of it. Supply and demand, Jan says there was a rumour that one of the celebrities will stay in Sheraton Hotel in Sopot in Poland. The price for the room for that one night was £10,000. Oh my goodness. A rumour that one of the celebrity will stay. Who? Who's put the price up that much? That is crazy. Right, let's go through the answers then. Nobody's putting in any requests for them. Let's see how well you did. Question 1. Which two colours are on the United Nations flag? Blue and white. Hands up if you thought I said the European Union flag and put blue and gold or blue and yellow. You get 1 point for blue, regardless, and the other white. Question 2. Which clothing brand advertised its United colours? It is Benetton said about their United colours. Question 3. Which three Uniteds are currently in the Premier League? The English Premier League, it is Manchester United, West Ham United, and Newcastle United. Question 4. What's the name of the movie which recalled a failed September 11th attack? That is United 93. Question 5. What does UPS stand for in the world of logistics? It is United Parcel Service. Question 6. How many points does the word United score in a game of Scrabble? It is 7 points. It's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then 2. So 7. Question 7. Which home nation is not represented on the UK's Union flag? It is Wales. I reckon they should stick the dragon on it. Why not? Why not? Or, Maybe a bit of green somewhere. There's ways it could be incorporated. I don't know why they don't do these things. Anyway, question 8. Which are the two most populated cities in the United Arab Emirates? It is Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Question 9. Who took Reunited into the UK singles chart? That was Peaches and Herb. Don't recall them. And did Juice it? Oh no! In fairness, I had to check. Even and I read the words in front of me, and I'm like, huh? So don't worry. Yeah, I was just like, oh, it's that flag. Yeah, that's what it is. Question 12. The Damned United is based around the rivalry of which two football managers? That's Brian Clough for 1 point and Don Revie for 2. Question 11. Which act teamed up with the United Colours of Sound for their 2003 hit single called Swing Low Sweet Chariot? It is UB40. Question 12. Now, the 3 United States of America that begin with the letter C are California, Colorado, and Connecticut. Question 13. The 3 Uniteds in the Championship are Sheffield United, Leeds United, and Oxford United. Question 14. Which 3 former footballers have been immortalised in the United Trinity statue at Old Trafford? That was Bobby Charlton, George Best, and Dennis Law. And finally, the 3 silent movie actors from Hollywood that founded the film company United Artists are Charlie Chaplin, Douglas Fairbanks Jr., and Mary Pickford. The answer for the countdown conundrum now is aesthetic for 2 extra points. Dennis Law was a very famous footballer, Jan, for Manchester United in particular. Hence why they immortalised him in the statue of the 3 of them. You got it right though for the flag. Well done. All right, let's see what your scores are then, everybody. And this is the last chance if you haven't used the bonus points from Rue's question earlier. Let's see how well you guys did, and then we can move on to the game shows round. So yes, we've got the first ever question from the first ever episode of Family Fortunes. And then we're going into Tenable, where I've got 3 great questions for you from Tenable. Let's see how you go. Right, so Jodie's got 11 points. The Donut scored 22. No conundrum again, though. I mean, in fairness, the 2 you didn't get, pretty tricky. Pretty tricky. I think whenever it's one that starts with a vowel, it's going to naturally be trickier. That's how I feel when I look at them anyway. Whoa, loads more coming in now. 19 points for me. The conundrum today are too challenging. Yeah, I was just saying, yeah. Fair play. Geraldine says 12 points. Pinky and the Brain 13 plus 2 for the conundrum. And the 2 bonus points. Very good. 15 for me, says Andy. No conundrum this time. How many points? The UPS question was for 3 points. So 1 point for each correct word. Catherine and Tony, 16 for us. Not even 1 conundrum for us. Oh no. I'll try and make them a bit easier next time. 12, that ain't bad. That's not bad at all. Good effort, Maurizio. Well done. Millie and Michael got 7 points for that one. 16 plus 2 for the Brazilians. Any more for any more? If I've moved on, you can still leave your comments. And yeah, we'll do Family Fortunes first and then we go into Tenable. Obviously, we did Catchphrase last week, so if you missed that, go back and check it out. We had a lot of fun with those ones. And I'll bring Catchphrase back for next time. But I do like to rotate these 2 games, so we'll do Tenable tonight. Keep the comments coming in. I'm going to move on, but you can still comment. 14 points, says Lizzie and Ben. Well done. That's a good score, isn't it? Woohoo, indeed. 14 then, because Geraldine got 14 as well, because all 3 for UPS. Yeah, that's what I said. There's an easy 1 point for that one because of the U being for United, and that's the name of the whole round. But parcel and service points for that as well. Good effort. Well done. All right, let's go to our survey says. All right, so for this one then, the very first question ever that was on when Bob Monkhouse hosted in 1980, the first episode of Family Fortunes. Here's the question. This time you can and must guess in the comments, okay? Now that's back on the table. We've done the 3 question rounds. Now we're on to the game show, so back to guessing in the comments. All right? With that said, your question today, we're looking for the top 5 answers from this survey question from 1980. Name something a football referee takes onto the pitch. For some reason, on the show, Bob Monkhouse said a soccer referee. It's football. Anyway, that was the question. So have a guess. I think we can get these pretty quickly, but remember, this was 1980. So maybe a little bit different. Not too different. I'm sure you can easily work them all out. We'll be pretty quick, I'm sure. But let's see how quickly you can get these. We've got some guesses coming in already, and I'll reveal them as we go. Don't worry if you guess the same as somebody else. I'll try and give you all shout outs as we go through them. A referee, so the main referee, all right? So we've got guesses immediately coming in for whistle. So we've got Sue, Tony, Geraldine, Gabby, all saying whistle. Let's see where that is. Surely that is on here. Is whistle there? And if so, where does it fall? Our survey said number 1, whistle, top answer. We're off to a good start. Flag. Okay, flag. Jody and Millie have gone with flag. Let's see if flag is there though. It's not. It's not one of the top 5, I'm afraid. The linesmen, the lines officials, whatever they're called now, yeah, they would carry the flags. They run the line, not the referee. So that's probably why it's not there in the top 5. Yellow cards, red cards, yellow cards, cards in general. Yes, so cards is a good guess. I'm going to class them all as one. Is it there though? It's not. None of them are there. None of them are there. Do you know, I can't actually think when they were introduced into football. It's a lot later than I thought it was. They should have been there then, though. Little notebook. All right, some of you have put notebook then. Let's just give the shout outs for this one then. So let's just see. Jody says notebook. Gabby says notebook. Rule book. Interesting. All right, so let's go with the notebook first. Is the notebook in the top 5? Yes. He's got to write down, hasn't he, the names of the people. They've got to write down the names of the people that are in trouble or whatever they write down in those books. Very good. Next one I haven't called out. The football itself. Andy says the football is the referee. Surely the referee brings the football out. In the modern game, the referee doesn't bring the football out. The football's already there and they pick it up and take it to the centre circle. So I suppose they take it onto the pitch, but sometimes it's already on the pitch and they take it to the centre circle still. Is it there though? Is it there? It is the last one. It's the 5th answer. Very good. Well done. Now, what else? Cards, notebook. Coin. They do flip a coin, don't they, at the start? Is coin one of the answers, though? Let's have a look. That's number 4. Well done, Jan. And anybody else that said that? We've also got watch and pencil. Half an orange. Classic football, that is. Played many a Sunday and Saturday league local football games. Have half an orange at half time, right? It's just magic. It always helped. Yes, coin for the coin toss. That's right. This is from 1980, remember, so nothing too technologically advanced would be included. But watch. Geraldine says watch. Let's see if watch is there. Stopwatch, technically. Stopwatch is technically the answer for number 3, but I'm going to give you that. Lots of other good guesses. Water, a microphone. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe in some games the modern game has it, but no. Himself, yes. Rule book, no. Pencil was another good guess, actually. They would probably have taken one on. That may have even been the sixth answer, but there was only the top five in this particular one. But as I predicted, you did get them all quite quickly. Very well done. Disappearing spray, too modern. Yeah, I think that's about 35 years after this. When was it introduced? I wonder. I can't remember. It's relatively recent, but yes, I think you know, quite modern. Right, so with that said, we are now going to go on to the top 10 tenable round. Okay, so here's the top 10 board. There's going to be 3 questions. It just takes me a moment to sort out everything this side so I can still see what I need to. Oh, not that one. I'm going to give you 3 questions from Tenable and guess again in the comments what you think the top 10 are. Just guess one at a time so I can keep track of everything, please. And the other thing I need to do, keep an eye on your comments. Right, the first question then. The top 10 best guitarists of all time. Oh, Spray was introduced in 2014 World Cup. Okay, all right. So 80, 20, 34. Oh, I was pretty close. I was pretty close. I said 35 years after that. Yeah, it's 34. I'll take that. Right, okay, yeah. Top 10 best guitarists of all time. I can already see your guesses coming in. There's your tenable list. Let's see how many you can guess correctly. If you're wondering what best means, it's basically there's a website that lists a whole load of top 10s and people can go on and vote for it, and it's been ongoing for years. So it might fluctuate over time. So best is very much a subjective opinion here, but the big names are all up there. So I'm pretty sure you'll get most of these. I am just going to have to grab that screen though. Excuse me for obstructing your view for a moment, because the chat needs to be where I can see it. And I can't see it there. Right. Here we go then. Let's see. We've got some great guesses here. Look at this. So Jimi Hendrix, straight away from Jan and from Gabby and from Liz. Let's see where Jimi Hendrix lies in the list. Surely it's there. Surely. Number 1. Look at that. Number 1 on the list. By the way, did the sound work then? I can't see the settings now and I've not used this for months. Did you hear the sounds all right there? What else have we got then? We have... Well, let's go back into the list. Slash. Okay, Sue's gone with Slash. Is Slash one of the answers? Let's have a look. You don't hear the sound. Oh, that's easy. I can change that. Thank you. Slash is number 5 on the list. Okay, all right. I know what to do for that one. Hold on. Are you sure you don't hear the sound? You should be able to. The settings are right. Okay. All right, maybe it's not so easily fixable then. Okay, right, so let's go back to the list. Jimmy Page. There's a good shout. Jimmy Page, of course, of Led Zeppelin fame. Surely he's there somewhere. Surely. Let's have a look. Going up. Number 2, Jimmy Page is number 2. Clapton. Oh, that was, sorry, to say Jimmy Page, Pete said that, as did Jan. I can see immediately. Okay, Clapton now. Eric Clapton, Tony says, let's see where Clapton is on the list. Yes, well done. Let's see, who else have we got here? No. Okay, Jodie's gone with Elvis. Elvis famously played guitar. Is Elvis on the list, though? Let's have a look. Best guitarist of all time? No, I'm afraid not. Not there at all. No, not in the top 10. Who else? Brian May. Sue and the Donuts are going with Brian May. And Brian May is number 10 on the list. So we're slowly filling it up. Okay, let's have another look now. Who else have we got? Mark King. Let's have a look. Is Mark King there? No. Okay. Let's go to the list again. I'm really confused why that sound wouldn't be working, though. That's annoying me. Ackerman. Is Ackerman there? No, it's not, is it? Hold on. Oh, I think it might be because of that. Okay. Tell me if it works now. Who else is on the list, though? Let's have a look. Sorry, I'm losing track here. Leah Paul? Who do you mean? Do you mean Les Paul? Autocorrect has hijacked my answer. It's okay. It's not there anyway. There you go, look. That should be working now. There we go. I figured it out in the end. Right, let's go back to the comments. Who else have we got? Yes, there we go. Autocorrect's working. Yeah, there's the sound. Carlos Santana. There's a great guess. Is Carlos Santana here? Let's have a look. No, it's not. It's not on that list. I imagine he's very close after the 10, though. By the way, Eric Clapton, one of the only people to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 3 times. Once on his own as a solo artist, of course. Not with Derek and the Dominoes, which I find surprising, but he is in there with Cream and Yardbirds. There's some knowledge for you. David Gilmour. Okay, Mauricio's gone with David Gilmour. Let's have a look. David Gilmour, by the way, Pink Floyd. Surely with the other names there, he's there as well. And he's there, number 6. Very good. Right, who else have we got there? No, there's a no there. Keep going. Carlos has Stevie Ray Vaughan, Maurizio. Stevie Ray Vaughan pulling out the bag, because I tell you what, he is there as well. Number 7 on the list. Very good. Richie Sambora. There's an interesting guess. Richie Sambora is Bon Jovi, if I remember rightly. Bon Jovi is in Bon Jovi, rather, not is Bon Jovi. That would be John himself. Is he in the list, though? No, not there either, I'm afraid. Pete Townsend, George Harrison. We hear the sound. There we go. Thank you. B.B. King. No, none of those are there. I won't spare you the list going through it again. Van Halen. Okay, let's check Van Halen. That's a good one. Surely. Let's have a look. Yes, Van Halen's there. Right, I'm going to give you some clues then for 8 and 9. I want you to think metal as opposed to general rock or blues or R&B. I want you to think heavy metal, all right? Jeff Beck. Do you know, so I've just seen Jeff Beck in this from Andy. The more people you hear talking about Jeff Beck, especially sadly when he passed, the more you realise actually he may be one of the best of all time. But unfortunately, he's not in this top 10 list. But if you talk to people who know guitar, like the people on this list that are still alive, a lot of them will tell you he is one of the best, if not the best, some of them said. So that's a great shout, but it's not there. Right, heavy metal answers we need now. Ozzy Osbourne, not a guitarist. Not there. However, in the same band he was famously in was Tony Iommi. Let's see if he's in the list. Oh, sorry, wrong button. Wrong button, there we go. Tony is there, number 9. So, yeah, you're on the right lines. But Ozzy didn't play guitar, or doesn't, I don't think. Tony is on the list. Metallica guitarist Angus, something from AC/DC. I can tell you Angus was 11. Yeah. Angus Young, is it? Is it 11 on the list? But the Metallica guitarist, I'll give it to you. The Metallica guitarist, Kurt Hammett, is number 8. I'll complete the list because this is a tricky one you might not have got in a hurry. Apologies if somebody said it in the chat. It went on for... There's an awful lot of text that came up there. But that's the top 10. So I'm going to give you the win there, team. You all did really well. You're all working together to get that completed, and you did. Let's see what the next question brings for you, though. From the same website, the same resource, all opinion-based, what do you think are the top 10 scariest animals on Earth? The ones that make you think twice before stepping into the ocean, wandering into the jungle, or even just walking into your garden. Whether it's something from the deep sea or a creature lurking in the shadows, each one has earned its place in the Nightmare Fuel Hall of Fame for its ability to send people running in the opposite direction. What do you think the top 10 scariest animals on Earth are? One of these is going to surprise you. I bet you don't guess it. I bet you don't. Don't be specific with your breeds. Just be the generic animal name. That's all you need to put, okay? So, we have got spider, tarantula, but spider from Jan. I'd be concerned if it wasn't there. There was one in the pub the other day at the quiz. Not a tarantula, just a normal house spider. I thought it was a fake one when I first saw it. They were like, no, we've moved over here because it's over there. So, okay, I'm going back that way. Right, so that's the spiders found then. Great white sharks, says Gabby and Sue. We'll go with sharks in general, I think, because they can all be a bit scary. Let's see where they are on the list. That is number 2. You're not going to work out what this one is I've referred to. Black mamba, so we'll go with snakes next, okay? Pete said that. Anaconda's there as well. We're going to go with just snakes overall. Where does that fall in the list? Because surely that's there if those two are in the top 5 there. Snakes is number 4. Right, what else have we got here? I just scrolled up to the previous answers and I saw Angus something from AC/DC. I was like, no, hang on a minute, I've gone too far. I need to go back down the list. That's not a scary animal. Right, okay, what's next? Tigers. Yes, tiger. Let's have a look if a tiger is on the list. That's number 9. This is not in alphabetical order, okay? Obviously, this is not in alphabetical order, but I just thought I'd clarify that. Tony says a Tasmanian devil. Is that on the list? You're thinking outside the box. Let's see if it's there. No, I'm afraid it's not there. Leo, I presume you mean lion for Leo. I will give you that. Let's see if it's there. That's at number 6. Yes, lions. Rat. Geraldine says a rat's there on the list. I wouldn't put it past them to be there. Pretty... yeah, scary. Scary. Some people are afraid of rats, aren't they? I wouldn't like to hold one, put it that way. Grizzly bear. Bears. I mean, bears in general, like I said, don't be specific on the breed. But bears in general, let's have a look. Very good. Sue with the donuts there. Sue says Chihuahua. Chihuahua is not there, I'm afraid. Crocodile. There's a good guess. Sue's gone with crocodile, so let's see if that one's there. Ooh, also there's interesting ones coming up next. Very well done there. 5 is crocodile. Lizzie says dragon lizard. Lizzie and Ben, dragon lizard. That could be there. Let's have a look. Let's check. Is that one of our tenable answers? No, not there. Scorpions. Richard says scorpions there. Oh, Sue's just gone with honey badger as well. Honey badgers are horrible creatures. They would be on my list, I have to say. Let's see, first of all, though, where scorpions lie on the list. Scorpions are number 7. We've got 2 left. Is honey badger one of them? It's not number 10, so it can only be number 1 now. Let's go all the way to the top. Is it there? No. Not there. I told you, it'd be on my list. Hippos humans, rhinos, crocodiles, wolf, bat, elephant, vultures. Loads of good guesses in. One of those guesses is the top answer. One of them. And actually, I thought you'd get 10 before you got one, but you've actually got one. Let me show you what number one is, and I'll say, very well done to Pinky and the Brain, because it's humans, the number one scariest animal on Earth. And when you think about it, it's probably right. Can certainly do the most damage if you think about it in many different ways. There you go. But what's the last one? I will tell you now as a clue, because you're all thinking land animals and flying animals now. You need to think in the ocean. Honey badgers are brilliant, Pete says. I once cycled behind a couple that were walking in the middle of the road. Vicious. They are not. No, not sharks. We've already got sharks. Something in the oceans. Well, I was going to say in warmer climates, but to be fair, I think it could be almost anywhere. Horrible things. The scariest. What could it be? Not stingrays, not walrus, not a whale. Okay, so it has been guessed. All right, the three guesses. Some of you, yeah, okay, all right. So the last guesses that came in: eel, jellyfish, and octopus and jellyfish again. One of those is number 10. Dolphins, no. Although dolphins, they can be vicious. Dolphins can be vicious when they need to. They gang up on sharks. Jellyfish, though, is number 10. Jellyfish is the 10th answer. Yeah, I would argue, Tony there, giant squid, I would argue that would be scarier to be confronted with. But still, that's the popular vote. It's all subjective, and that was number 10 on the list. Very good. Orcas, yeah, see, orcas again, they're horrible. You may think they're this majestic, beautiful creature going through the ocean, but they pick on other, like, whales for fun. They don't do it for food. They'll just kill, like, humpback whales. And for no reason. They'll have a little nibble, see you later. Nature's cruel, man. The last question is coming up now. The top 10 best board games of all time. So this is all classic kind of board games. There's nothing really obscure in this list. You know most, if not all of these. I'm sure you do. So this is the last question, the last activity of the quiz tonight. Question 3 in our tenable round. There's your list of 10. What are, and again, this is in popularity order, so the most popular at the top. Collectively as a team, can you work out now what the top 10 board games are of all time? Nothing too obscure, just the standard board games we've all grown up playing. I mean, I say that. Maybe there's one that you might think is a bit more obscure, but we'll see how you go. Right, Cluedo. Cluedo, big one there straight away. Jodie, Sue, Gabby, all saying Cluedo. It's probably one of my favourites of all the big ones, I would say. And it's number 4 on the list. Number 4. Right. Oh, Lizzie says Game of Life. Is Life there on the list? Interesting. I thought that would take longer for you guys to get. But I'll tell you what, it is there. It's number 3. Very good. What else have we got? Snakes and Ladders. Oh, is Snakes and Ladders there? Let's see if it is. Not in the bottom 5. It's not in the top 5 either. I know. I would have guessed that as well. Scrabble. Right, where's Scrabble on the list? Is that there? Oh, I hope I didn't misclick that. No, I did. There you go. Scrabble's number 7. Checkers. Jan says checkers. We call it drafts over here, but same game, exactly the same, just a different name. Checkers tends to be the American name for it. Drafts, that's number 9. Trivial Pursuit, though. Is Trivial Pursuit in the list? I mean, it would be on my list, but then obviously I like quizzes, so I would like that kind of thing. But it's not in this one. It's not there. Top Trumps, is that there? Love Top Trumps. The kids have got a few versions of that, as you can imagine. But no, not there. Go, is the game Go there? Let's check Go. No. This is taking a little bit longer than I thought it would. Ludo has been guessed by Jodie. Ludo is very similar also to the game Sorry. And there's... I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. There's another game that's very similar to it. But Ludo is number 10 on the list. Mousetrap. We've still got the old classic Mousetrap. Chrissy had it, and we've still got it. We still occasionally play it. The original, well, I think it's the original. It's pretty old, but it's yeah, good fun. It's not on the list though. Risk. So many different versions of Risk. I do like that one. Haven't played it in a very long time. Is it on the list though? The best board games of all time. It's number 5. I'm staggered you haven't got number 1. I am staggered. It's not there. I'm just... Oh, maybe it is. Hold on. I take it back. There it is. I thought it must be there somewhere and just missed it. Monopoly. Surely. Let's have a look. Not number 2. It's number 1. Well done, Sue and the Donuts. Apologies I missed that one, but you did get it. Right, let's go down the list then. Last few guesses. We have got 3 more to go. Backgammon. Let's have a look if Backgammon's there. That's Millie that guessed that one. 3 places it could be. And... no. I'm going to have to scroll back through the list to make sure I've not missed another obvious one here. Think... no, it's not there. Tiddlywinks is not there either, I'm afraid. Frustration. That's a nostalgia hit for me. Loved Frustration. That again is similar to Ludo actually in some respects, but I loved Frustration. It's not there, I'm afraid. Connect 4. I mean, Connect 4 counts. It's a tabletop board game, but as best, well, I suppose so, but it's not there either. Not Guess Who. Not Go for Broke. So 2 and 8 are 2-player only games. Oh, Jan's just guessed one of them. Number 8 is Battleship. Very good. See, if Battleship's there, Connect 4 could have technically been there as well. Right, so... Number 6 is the obscure one. I'd forgotten to say that was a little bit more obscure. Very, very popular, but at the same time, when you think of board games, I understand why nobody's said it, and they have said all the others. But number 2 is a very, very popular, very old 2-player game. Still very, very popular today. Not Noughts and Crosses, no. Andy says chess. I'm very sorry if somebody said this before. I don't think they did though. It's not Snakes and Ladders. Number 2 on the list is chess. It's not Operation. No, I'm sure that wouldn't be too far behind this list in fairness. That was another popular one. Right, this last one is about trade and how do I say it without giving the name away? There was a video game series of it, several of them. Which is kind of like a real-time strategy kind of game. But in the board game version, you have lots of... I never played the board game, but there's like lots of hexagons lined up, and you line up trade routes, and possibly more than that. I don't know enough about it, but like I said, it's a bit obscure. For the UK, at least. Not Nine Man's Morris. That's good. That's an interesting guess. I've not heard that one in a long time. Not Yahtzee. Here we go. Right. The last one on the list. Thank you to everybody who said Catan or Settlers of Catan. There we go. Jan's got it. Gabby's got it. That completes the list. Excellent work, everybody. Very well done indeed. You have completed that one. And I think now we can move on to our final page of the evening and close off the show. How are we doing for time? Just about over. Now, final reminder then, merch store. If you want your stickers with that logo on, if you want a bag, hoodie, anything like that. I don't obviously make much money from it. I only get a few quid per item sold, but it really does help out, and it means you're spreading the love of Big Quiz Night In. And the new logo is cool. I'm so pleased with myself for that, and the assistance I received in creating it. So I'm going to get myself a sticker at least and pop it onto my laptop, which you will see at the pub quiz sometime soon. I may even get my t-shirt actually. I should probably wear something with the logo on myself more often. But there's 23 more products than those on screen. If you wanted to help and support the show, that is a way to do it. Now, next week is the Patreon quiz night, and I am doing for the very first time our own version of Nevermind the Buzzcocks. So it's a very silly music quiz, okay? Very silly music quiz, not serious at all, but then when are my quizzes ever serious? But yeah, it's going to be fun. If you want to join that, you can have a free trial as well, and just join up on the link in the description again. And yeah, I'll let you into the secret Patreon Facebook group, and we will chat, and we will do that on Google Meet 8:30 p.m. next week. So that's the last Tuesday of every month we do Patreon quiz night, and then I'll be back here again the week after for Facebook Live, and that will, I think, if I've got my dates right, that will be the first one in November, which will also be just after Halloween. So we will do a Halloween special of some description that week, because I can't do it next week because it's Patreon. So, Millie says you should definitely release your own board game or card game, Chris. Oh, that would be so good, wouldn't it? Big Quiz Night In board game. Why have I not thought of that before? How do I do that? How do I do that? I want to do that now. Oh my goodness, you give me these ideas. Great quiz, Chris. Thanks. Love those initial rounds. Good. Yeah, good. Patreon quizzes, Millie says, so much fun. Anyone who hasn't played before, I highly recommend. See, and Millie's saying that, and she hasn't even played this one. Nobody's played this one. It's brand new. But we do a mixture of different game show inspired games and lots of different things that are totally different to what you see on the Facebook Live quiz. So you're more than welcome to join. It's all held over Google Meet. Andy says, brilliant quiz, Chris. Looking forward to Patreon next week. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Thank you, everyone, for a fun night. Great quiz, Chris, as always. Great stuff, mate. Glad you could join us again. I'll just check the last few comments and then I'll let you all go if you haven't already dropped off. The beard game. No, I think I just put the Big Quiz Night In logo on. Although, you've said beard game. If I could get it to work, one of the rounds in the quiz next week. Oh, I've been laughing so much about it. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is related to that. Yeah, you'll like it. Right, okay, thank you all for the lovely comments. It's been wonderful to bring another quiz to you. And the new people watching along, really appreciate it. Leave your comments if you're watching a repeat of this and you're not watching live. And that is it. I will see you all same time next time for more of the same fun. Cheers. Good night.